I got his shoes that align, saying tomorrow I do the dishes, never come. Easy bake, easy wake up on, just give it.
Hey everyone, it's Brianna Nicole here, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, like I said, my name is Brianna Nicole, and today I am here with
Kyla.
Her social medias will be down in the description below if y'all want to shoot y'all a shot or something. But today we're going to be doing freshman advice towards HBCUs. So the first one is go to orientation. So going to orientation, I think at schools, I know this school, like, you had to. I mean, you ain't have to, but like, you pretty much had to, because if you didn't, you would have been so behind, like, when you got here on move-in day. Like, would you even be able to move in? Shoot, I don't.
Because orientation is when you get your ID, you get your schedule made. They get all the freshman stuff out of the way, because once the upperclassmen are there, that's what they're going to be really focused on mostly. So they want to get the freshmen out of the way as soon as possible. So that's
okay. So the next one is welcome week. So welcome week is when the freshmen come before the upperclassmen come. So welcome week for us, the people, like the upperclassmen, or like the SGA or y'all union board, they should have some stuff for y'all to do so y'all can get to know y'all classmates and stuff. You are going to have to mingle. You don't have to mingle if you don't want to, but I advise you do. How I met one of my friends, I would just walk up to her and start talking to her.
Yeah, like,
you just gotta do that sometimes.
Everybody's gonna be comfortable because everybody's new. Nobody knows anybody.
But y'all don't want to say that, because this school, everybody know everybody here.
True.
That's not for every school, but our school is small but big at the same time. And everybody's either from Little Rock or little towns surrounding the school. Yeah. So it's like everybody's pretty much from Arkansas here. If you're not from Arkansas, you're probably from Memphis, Chicago, Louisiana.
Girl.
That's most likely where you're from.
We not from none of them places.
She from Oklahoma, y'all.
she from, they know where you from. She from St. Louis, Missouri.
So yeah, just be prepared for welcome week. You may have fun. You may be like, I don't know if this school is for me, but you'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next topic is social media. Basically, like, before welcome week and before orientation, well, probably during orientation, you can go on social media and find your classmates. So y'all hashtag gonna be whatever y'all school is 23. Like what we did, I went to UAPB 22 on Twitter, and I said, oh, they got a group chat. Boom, told this girl, add me up in there, and that's how I met my classmates. I ain't talked to them, but at least I've seen their face. So like when I got here, I was like, oh,
I remember her.
Yeah,
I saw her.
I ain't speak to them. I was like, I know who that is.
I know y'all probably remember. If you get on Twitter, you probably remember the hashtag who's who. Blank, whatever the school is. So I feel like almost every HBCU did that. So that's where you get to see everybody that goes to that school, the upperclassmen, the freshmen.
Because it happens every year. So just wait around. I say July. It may be in the middle of July, because that's when people actually like saying, hey, this is the school I'm gonna go to. Like the freshmen probably right now, as soon as they graduate, they're gonna be like, I'm going to so and so, because that's what I did. Yeah. So yeah, I say as soon as you graduate, you ain't got to wait till you graduate. You can do it right now, baby. Go
they
ahead.
there.
Right.
They there.
So the next one is packing. So when you pack, depending on where you at. Say if you go to school an hour away or 2 hours away, and you're gonna be going back home, you don't need to bring everything. But if you like me 6 hours away, what's you?
4.5.
Oh, well, that's still
far.
Yeah, that's still far. If you like 4, 6 hours, 8 hours away, and you know that you ain't finna be going home like that, I'm not telling you to bring your whole life, but bring your whole life. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you gonna wanna bring it. If you feel like you overpacking, you're not overpacking. I promise you not.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna need to stack up on a lot of stuff. Like,
and if you know money kind of funny, you ain't gonna be getting money like that either. You better steal that tissue from back home too.
Yeah, steal the tissue from back home. The toothpaste,
all of that,
the soap,
all
of that.
The next one is moving into your dorms and just the dorm policy period. Now HBCUs, if you don't know this and you ain't look at y'all rule book, y'all really should look at y'all rule book though.
Like, so you're not caught off guard.
I didn't look at mine. My mama did, but she told me the stuff. So
I'm sure y'all mamas.
Your mama probably gonna look at it and just have it like, hey, did you see anything? Because you're most likely gonna have a curfew, and you most likely gonna have visitation. Now, curfew, I don't know how many schools got that. I know some of them do, like some HBCUs do, but I know they have visitation for sure.
Yeah. Langston, the only school I know that don't have visitation, and I just be shook. But most HBCUs,
most of them have visitation or have some type of thing like that's kind of hindered on what you got to do. You know.
Yeah. So pay attention to the rule book and
know what you can have and what you can't have. Like in our dorms, just our freshman dorm, we can't have a mini fridge, but we can't have no microwave. We have a kitchen. That the microwave is for the whole girl dorm. Yeah, I know, right?
It's only freshmen.
Yeah, it's only freshmen. Oh, yeah. Roommate situation. If you know somebody that you know you can live with, well, live with them. But like I said, I didn't know anybody till I came here. My roommate, they just gave her to me. But I love her, though. I ain't never had no problems with her, not her.
I have had 3 different roommates, y'all. 3. And so I just want y'all, I think if you know somebody down here, you might want to room with them. People do say don't room with your best friend, your sister, because, y'all can get into a lot of conflict. But it can also save some conflict because 2 of my roommates were stealing from me, y'all. And so, if you know somebody, I say move in with them. If it doesn't work, then you can move in with somebody new.
Or just get a single. Just get a single. So the next one is go to class. Go to class, y'all. Go to class, y'all. For real. Like, you probably gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go to class. I ain't gonna get no problem.
It becomes
sometimes it may be like you want to go to class, but like it may be something happen on campus, and you be like, but go to class.
Because there's always going to be something happening.
It's always something else that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure by the time you get out of class, they're going to be at the after move. So you can go to that move.
It's always another move.
It's always going to be a move. So just go to that.
Just go to class.
Don't miss class for that.
Because
unless you got like a position or something, and you gotta miss it.
But you can talk to your professor about that.
Yeah, you can get.
That's the reason you need to go to class, so you can know who your professor is.
Okay. So the next one is be open-minded. At HBCUs, we pretty much all black, but we still not all the same. We different type of black. We come from different backgrounds. Everybody was raised different. Just be open-minded. Yeah. People are not gonna be like you. You'll be like, dang, she weird. But is she really? Or is she just not like you? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, get to know them. Be patient. You never know. Somebody might be going through something. Mm-hmm. Just be patient. Be open-minded.
But sometimes mind your business, too.
That's the one. That's the one.
The next topic is use your professor's office hours. Okay. I didn't. She didn't either. Mm-hmm. I ain't trying to say it right, but she didn't either.
It's okay.
But sometimes you have to. Like, my professor made it mandatory that we at least met with her one time. And I did. And I'm glad I did because I got help because it was a paper. I got help on the paper. Like, if I didn't go, I probably would have little grammar issues that I didn't even see. And then when I went to her office hour, she made me see something. I was like, oh, I didn't see that. So just go. Even if you ain't got nothing really to talk about, just go.
Yeah, because they going to talk. That's just another way to get to know who your professor is.
Don't be going at the end of the semester, though, or around midterms. It's too late.
It's too late. So use it when you have a chance.
Because they know what you're doing.
They done been through it.
Yeah.
They done been through it every year because it happens every year. So we telling y'all, use the opportunity to go to their office hours. They're there for a reason. They want to help you.
They tell you it's on the syllabus.
Mm-hmm.
And then also with the same professor made it mandatory with the office hours, she put us in a group meet that like if she not her office or something, she'll let us know. Or she like, if she is in her office, I'm in my office this day. If y'all want to come up, come up. So that she basically telling you, come. Like, she not going to tell you come for no reason. She don't want nobody to come.
Right.
So the next one is Pretty Wednesdays, Fried Chicken Wednesdays, whatever y'all school call it. It's pretty much the same thing, but some schools, I know not all HBCUs do this, but our school do. On Pretty Wednesdays and Fried Chicken Wednesdays, you got the fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, soup, potatoes, gravy,
ingredient.
Yeah. And then you got the Pretty Wednesday, like you also dress up and stuff like that. Some schools, somebody told me that they just they AKAs dress up on Pretty Wednesday. So just know if everybody in your school dress up or just they dress up, you know, just find out. You don't have to dress up. If it's not you, don't dress up. But if you gonna dress up, you know.
It was only rare times that I dressed up. I dress up whenever I want to dress up. What's a Wednesday?
Honestly, if you have class at like 11, 12, or 1, you ain't got to dress up.
Because ain't nobody gonna see you.
If you going to the calf at 11, 12, or 1, dress up.
Yeah.
So the next one is get involved and have school pride. Getting involved on campus is very important because if you don't, nobody will know you and you're going to be bored. You're going to be in your room. Get out your room. Do not stay in your room. You should get involved on campus. Find something. There's something to do.
Not only will you just be bored, but that's like another way of networking. And that's a big thing. You got to know how to network with people, get to know people. You want people to know who you are because you're going to need help in the future. It doesn't matter.
And have school pride. Do not, listen y'all, do not accept that school money knowing that y'all don't want to go to this school. Now, if it's a full ride, hey, but if you don't want to go to the school, don't go to the school
because
you're going to be miserable.
It don't matter who's telling you to go. It's up to you where you want to be, what school you want to take pride in. Because if you're not going to take pride in the school, you're not going to like the school. You're not going to want to be there. So,
yeah, just know that school is you. Do history on that school. Do a little research on school. Go to YouTube. Look up vlogs of the school. That's what I did. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Uapb was not my first choice. But I'm glad that I'm here. We do have little run-ins time to time. I'm like, dang, what y'all doing? But I still do like this school. Because if I hated the school, this video wouldn't be made. And I would be transferring.
Yes. They got their ups and downs. But...
yeah. And every school do. You have to sacrifice something. Something's gonna be sacrificed. No 8 a.m.s.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. We did it. We telling you, don't do it.
It's not the same as high school because I used to have to wake up at 5 o'clock for high school. I can't even get up for my 8 o'clock. I mean, basically, this is what I do. Since though I only had that 8 o'clock and my next class was 10 o'clock, I just throw on anything, put on the hat, put on the hood, no wig on, and just go to class. Now come back to my room and get ready for the day. That's what I did. It was hard just doing that. So
that's what I wanted to do, but I had an 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, and a 10, so I couldn't do that. I don't advise it to nobody.
Yeah, the only thing, if you have to, like, I know some schools, they make their freshmen take 8 a.m.s because, like, those are the leftover classes and stuff. So I say, if you ain't got no option, take it. But if you got an option, don't do it. Okay, so the last topic is time management. So it is very important to know when to sit down and do your work. Because it's, like, the busiest time, I'd say, my freshman year was homecoming. It's something you gonna have to sacrifice a lot of parties because you got stuff to do.
But you just gotta remember, it's always gonna be a party.
Right. Every party is the same, y'all. They gonna play the same music. It's gonna be the same people. It's the same people at every party.
Every party.
They should have different clothes on. So you're not really missing nothing. You're not missing nothing.
Right. So just know that it's gonna be another time. You're gonna have to tell yourself that a lot. And your friends may be going. Make sure you surround yourself with people who
know how to get their work done and know how to turn up when it's time to turn up.
Right.
Okay, guys. So that's the end of this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will answer them. And yeah, peace.